Hi, this is a short video. What we want to do here is document a potentially useful new trapping technique for bees. In the past, a lot of people have used pan traps or bowl traps that look something like this. The problem is that they often spill. If you fill them with propylene glycol, they'll last for days and weeks. They catch lots of bycatch. What we've done, at least in trial basis, is we've taken centrifuge tubes here, or Falcon tubes. These are 50 milliliter Falcon tubes. We painted the tops of them with yellow or blue, and you can paint them other colors too, obviously. What we found is that it's probably better to paint the outsides. We're using a paint that's in the handy bee manual, but you can also use spray paints. The difficult thing, it's a hard plastic, so paint doesn't stick to it very well. So you may need to use a primer, and you probably don't want to spray or paint the inside because the water or propylene glycol will soften up the paint and loosen it up. You don't need to do the bottoms because we're going to stick this into the ground. So the idea is that, and from the trials, what we found is that the propylene glycol stays much cleaner in here. There's almost no bycatch. Only bees go in. When we compare them to these, at least in our spring trial here at the bee lab, what we found is that there are slightly fewer bees in this. It appears to be that the average size of the bee is smaller. We didn't get any bumblebees in either trap, but the idea would be that this is a very useful potential trap device for areas where you want to minimize your catch of bumblebees. It allows the specimens to stay out for 2 or 3 weeks. There's very little loss of glycol and water. We use a 50-50 mix. In this bowl, most of that has disappeared, evaporated, or has been disturbed by animals. And the other advantage is that there's just very little other types of bycatch. It's also very stable because we'll show you, we're going to stick it in the ground, and the glycol stays very clean. Additionally, you can, when you're setting out these kinds of traps, you can label the bowls or label the tubes. You can simply prepare them beforehand, uncap them, stick them in the ground, or swap out another vial, and using handy test tube holders like this, you can be pretty efficient, and you can set up a schedule where you're replacing these every 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever it takes, without regard to the weather. So I'm just going to demonstrate very quickly. We use a hand auger, a soil auger of some kind, I'm not sure where it came from, and we just do a quick drill into the ground to get the right size hole. Pull that out, and we take one of our vials, place it in so that it's about showing maybe an inch, maybe a little bit more above ground, and it's ready to go. When we come back, we can cap the vial, pull it, and then replace it with another vial that we have ready, and it's a very efficient system. So what we would like people to do is try this in different areas throughout the country. The best thing to do would be to compare it to some kind of traditional pan trap or glycol trap to see what the differences in the catch are, and to report back to the group. Thank you very much.